Welcome. In an earlier video on this channel, we described the custom yoga and report builder in Shri Jyoti Star 10. It's a very powerful and unique feature of the software. There's nothing like it anywhere else in terms of its power. So in this particular video, in response to requests, we're going to give some examples of how you can create various yogas. So the first thing is, if you have anything here, you can click New, clear the page, and then we're going to give the yoga a name. This is very important because it's how we can find it later on. So let's say we're going to create the Gajakeshri yoga, and then we can give a description, which we could put down here. So now we want to say that Jupiter is at an angle from the ascendant or the moon. So first we set item A to be Jupiter. Item C is already the ascendant. So down here we say item A, that's Jupiter. We go down to in-house groups from C. And then we want to say in an angle. And then it gives you a chance to specify something like a particular strength, but we're just going to say in any condition. Now we want to have the same thing from the moon. So first let's put or, then we go up and change this to moon, and then we click down here again. And then if you want to search in our database, we click here. And when you do that, it'll automatically save the yoga. Now let's do Adi Yoga from the moon. We put the description. So we want benefics in the 6th, 7th and 8th houses from the moon. So that's again very simple. So far we've been using item A, but now we're going to use at least. And when it says at least #1, it's referring to the number here. So if we want at least one benefic, then that's good. At least number 1, just 1. And then we have to choose that we want only benefics. So you do that here, where it says counter planets use, and then we say benefics. So we want them at least one benefic in the 6th house from the moon. So now we're going to go down to where it says in house number 2 from C. So we set C to be the moon, and we set number 2 to be 6, and then we go down to here and we say in any condition. So we have at least one benefic planet in the house 6 from the moon. Now it's very easy to do the 7th house from the moon and the 8th house from the moon. And we're done. Now you click Search Database or click Save. Now let's try Lakshmi Yoga. This is the description. The Lord of the Ascendant is strong, and the Lord of the 9th and Venus are strong and well placed. So this is a little more complicated, but not difficult. So first we want to see that the Lord of the Ascendant is strong. Now there are lots of different definitions of strong, so we're going to stick to being an own sign or greater, but there are other choices. There are a lot of choices actually. So let's first select the Lord of the first. Now we're going back to item A here, and we see there's a section for strength. So there's lots and lots of choices. So it's up to you, but we can go with own sign or greater. So that means the Lord of the first is strong. Now we'd like the Lord of the 9th to be strong and Venus to be strong. So we'll go with the Lord of the 9th. And Venus. Now we want the Lord of the Ninth and Venus to be well placed. So that normally means they should be in a angle, a kendra, or a trine. Actually, it's very easy because we could just say that Venus, since we have Venus here already, in house groups from C, which is the ascendant, and then we, instead of using angle here, we can use angle or trine. In fact, what we could have done here is just say, in an angle or trine, in strength, own sign or greater. Then we could delete this. And we can do the same with the Lord of the Ninth. So we'll take it out of there. And we go back, we've got Lord of the Ninth here. See, when you click on a line here, it loads everything from that line up here. So it's very convenient, really. So we say here. So now we have the Lord of the First is in own sign or greater. Venus is an angle or trine and has own sign or greater. And the Lord of the Ninth is an angle or trine, has own sign or greater. So just in 3 lines, a relatively complicated rule is implemented. And again, you just click Search Database or Save.